Give me about 20 minutes and your holiday sales would be the best that you've ever had. See, you're blowing this holiday season completely. What most people do is you downshift, you discount your prices, or worse, you play Casper the Friendly Ghost and you disappear. See, the problem isn't the holidays. It's not that people are too busy and they're not paying attention. It's the story that you're telling yourself about the holidays and about people being busy. I've been in this game for 35 years. That's more than 3 decades. And I've made my entire Q1, all of the revenue, before the clock even hit January. See, when you keep repeating the same slow season story, you don't just lose sales. You actually train yourself, your team, and the market to expect small results, and that identity follows you for the rest of the year. If you're ready to flip the switch, change the script, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to do this and how you can do this too, how I've done it and how I've trained thousands of others. So let's jump in. See, the first thing you need to understand is that during the holiday season, your buyer is rarely going to be the one using the product or the service that you're selling. People are gift shopping. So don't make the critical mistake of pitching to them like they're the end user. They're not. It's wives buying for their husbands, husbands buying for their wives, grandparents buying for their grandchildren, siblings buying for each other. During the holidays, that's almost never the case where people are buying gifts for themselves. The person buying the gift isn't the one who's going to use it. They're the one who wants to feel something when they give it. They want to feel like they're giving something of value. They want to feel special when they give their loved one a gift. When the buyer gives this gift, they want to feel important. They want to feel appreciated. And they want to give something that's going to have them be remembered. And so this season demands a total shift in your value proposition, how you explain the value of what your offer is. See, you're not selling features, you're selling validation. What you're really offering is the gift of identity. Now just stay with me. See, they want to feel that they're giving the gift of quality, a gift of excellence, a gift that's going to create a memory in the life of the receiver. That's what they're really paying for. A moment at that dinner table when the recipient says, this is perfect. And then talks about them to everyone else for the rest of the year. See, that's the real return on investment. That's the ROI. So stop kind of describing the product. Start describing the feeling that they're going to have when the recipient opens it. I'll say this again, in case you didn't really hear it or understand it the first time. You are not selling the product. You're selling how the buyer will feel about themselves when they give it. So when you make the buyer feel like this gift validates them, you remove all uncertainty and hesitation. And let's remember, sales is the transference of the emotion of certainty. And so when you can make the buyer feel validated by giving this gift, you close that gap of hesitation. You create connection. You create certainty. See, the next biggest barrier between a salesperson and a successful holiday season is the lie that they tell themselves that nobody's buying in December. They say things like, the market is too crowded. People are distracted. It's too late in the year. People have already made those decisions back in October. I've heard it all, and it's all nonsense. See, on the contrary, this is probably the best 6 weeks in the sales year. Again, I have sold an entire quarter's worth of revenue in that one small window of 6 weeks. The fact of the matter is this: everyone is in the marketplace during holidays. Everyone. The prospects that you've been chasing all year, they're now available. They're open. They're actually looking for something new. I've said it before. It's just like fish in a barrel. And I wasn't joking when I said it. People feel the pressure of having to meet a very real deadline. You talk about urgency. The holidays create it. See, the holidays are a cyclical time of change. People are ending relationships, they're planning resolutions, they're cleaning house, which means they're ready to switch. They're ready to make a change, changing vendors, changing products, changing services. So if you believe it's too late to influence results, you're already losing the game. See, most vendors are being tolerated through the year end, and they're going to be replaced in quarter one. But see, Q1, those deals aren't closed in January. They're closed in November and December. If you're hibernating at this time of year, if you're, doing the proverbial putting your head in the sand, you are handing all of your potential pipeline to your competition, to somebody else. See, you've got this 6-week window right about now, from the Wednesday or maybe even Tuesday before Thanksgiving, all the way to my birthday, January 2nd. So mark it on the calendar. Protect it. That is the time for you to sprint, because that period of time can determine the momentum you carry into the new year. And again, you can sell all of your first quarter's results in that small window of time. Now, before we go any further, go ahead and pause this video and download the free Martinelli Sales Method mini course. And I want you to pay close attention to the section on how to close with confidence. See, this season doesn't reward the lowest price. It rewards those who create the most certainty with the clearest value proposition. So inside this free course, you're going to learn how to lead closing conversations with emotional precision, how to use urgency and not pressure, how to leverage bonuses rather than automatically dropping your prices and giving discounts, and how to shift from selling a product to offering a transformation. If you want to make this your most profitable season yet, it won't be about harder work. It's about being steadfast with your own personal confidence, which comes with study, practice, and the application of a proven system. And this course gives you that. So get the course right now by simply clicking on the link in the description below, and then press play, come right back, and we're going to get started right again. See, the next big thing for you to understand is this. You don't need to discount your products and services. What you need to do is deliver better results. You probably think you have to lower your price to close a holiday sale, and that's simply not true. And it's really dangerous thinking. See, if you start the holiday season by cutting your price, you end the year by cutting your credibility to all those people who were paying full price the 11 months before then. So you have to fight for the belief that you need the discount. You got to fight that belief. You do not need to discount your prices. The value that you offer right now is in the urgency and the ease of doing business with you. Like, can I buy this gift today, and can I have it in my hands by the end of the day? Can I be able to have this gift whether I'm buying it on the 17th or 23rd of December? Am I going to be able to have it in my hands so that I can give it as a gift when I meet my loved ones over the holiday? See, it's value and urgency, not price. And for all of us, during the holiday season, you don't have to do anything to create that urgency. Urgency is just naturally built into the game. You don't have to invent it. The holidays have hard stops. Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa, New Year's. These are fixed deadlines. And if you're aligning your offer with those built-in constraints, you don't need to race to the bottom of the price game. Buyers want to know, how easy is it for you to do business with? Can you fulfill on time? Can you deliver fast? See, our company promises 12-hour onboarding. So when you buy, the resources are immediately unlocked, username and passwords are set for you, and the gift is ready to be given. That's value. That's much, much more valuable to somebody than saving, 10 or 20 or $30. If you want to offer more without giving away all of your margin, use what I call conditional bonuses. Buy this program and I'll include a 15-minute mentoring session. So that bonus actually introduces the buyer to your highest value offer, which is usually your time. And it doesn't cost you margin. You don't need to lower your price. You just need to make it easier for them to say yes and for them to feel the sense of relief of knowing that the gift is ready for them. See, that's what urgency, that's what ease, that's what a really good bonus structure can do. It's much better than any 10% discount or 20% discount could ever do. Now, here's the stark reality. Every single buyer wants the same thing. They all do. If you really think about it, what do they want? They want a gift that stands out, a gift that means something, that's memorable, a gift that gets remembered. When you position your offer as a path to growth for a son or a spouse or a team member, giving the gift of growth, it becomes more than just a gift. It becomes a message of transformation. So, for example, you can market your offer with phrases like this one: give your loved ones or yourself the gift of growth. This is how we book our mentoring programs for the entire next year. We sell it during the holidays. Why? Because people want to give something that changes people's lives. When a dad buys coaching for his daughter, he's not paying for sessions. He's saying, I believe in you. That's the moment you're really selling. You're not selling the coaching services. You're selling the message behind it. That I believe in you so much that I got you sessions with a coach who's going to help you develop your full potential and help you grow your business because I believe you can do it. Your offer has to help the buyer feel proud of what they're giving. If your language doesn't reinforce that emotional reward, they won't feel it, and then they won't buy it. Remember, people buy on emotion, and then they justify it with logic. Here's my final tip. Run the 6-week holiday sprint like your entire first quarter depends on it, because it does. I don't downshift in December. We actually go harder. That's how I've sold my entire first quarter's revenue before the ball drops in Times Square. Every single minute matters. That 6-week stretch, that's your runway from, let's say, Thanksgiving all the way through January 2nd. I eliminate everything that doesn't move the sale forward. It's 100% focus, leveraging the urgency that's already there. You've got to remove your competing commitments. You've got to stop losing time to things that don't matter. You've got to stop serving old beliefs that don't serve you. Remember this truth. Nothing new needs to be added to you. You're already fully resourced. Your problem isn't that you lack resources. It's distraction. That's your problem. It's old beliefs that, people don't want to be bothered during the holidays. You're missing the boat. I run a 90-day inbox audit. I block everything that clutters my mind. Every 30-second distraction is a call that you didn't make. If you want Q1 momentum, it starts by cutting the noise, all those distractions right now. So go ahead, map out what is your buyer's journey. Know where each prospect is. Don't ambush the sale by jumping ahead of the process. There are 11 proven steps to move your prospect to the open to the close. And you can't skip even one of them if you want to maintain rapport and close effectively. The goal is to advance every single deal, one commitment objective at a time. That's how you stay in the game, and that's how you win. So let me be really direct here. These next 6 weeks will define your next 6 months. These next 6 weeks will define your next 6 months. This isn't a slow season. This is your spotlight. And it doesn't reward the person who waits. It rewards the person who shows up ready to serve, who sells the meaning, not the product, and who refuses to believe in the old story that December doesn't matter, because it does, and it always has. Don't forget to grab the Martinelli Sales Method mini course. This is where closing with confidence gets built, and where discounting, doubt, and hesitation get dismantled. You'll learn how to close strong during the holidays without folding on value, and how to make every single yes feel like it's a win for the buyer. So download it now, and then I want you to watch the very next video called Give Me 25 Minutes. I'll delete your fear of rejection in sales. This is going to make you bulletproof on every single sales call. I'll see you there.